Here's Brandschreiber back to serve right now. Right hand over, right at Chivita. Pass off to the right a bit for Hilly. Robinson comes in from the right, clubs one. Retke was coming in there too, but she laid off. Now a swing on the left side, pushed back by Wisconsin. TCU grabs again. Here's Mignon off the block, saved left sideline by Barnes. Hilly over to the left side. Here's Orzol's first swing as a Badger, and it's dug out back row by TCU. Quick shoot set in the center, slapped at, and a diving save by Hilly. Saves it on the right sideline. Inside left, and how about that throw down by Orzol, the freshman?
Really some nice rallies back and forth. Long rally that time. Finishing it on the outside with a bit of a throwdown past the outside blockers down.
Serve goes down the left sideline at Orzol. Here comes Hilly. Over to Julia again. And the freshman delivers. Cracking one. Cross court for a kill. Here's Boyer, who has an ace tonight. Goes deep back row. Great pass by Nichols. Here's Myers. Right side slide. And she got stuff blocked. Wisconsin comes up with the block off the TCU defense inside the 10-foot line.
Just a good team block. Again, TCU runs kind of a slow slide in the back, so it gives them time to get up there.
6 aces as a team for Wisconsin tonight. Orzol has not gotten one. Jump top spin. There is one. Right there through the seam. Pounding the backcourt for an ace.
All kinds of issues right now that Baylor's having.
Not handling the first touch well there at all. That leads to the swing into the net. 6-zip run here for the Badgers.
Well, nobody anticipated this. We all thought does a really good job of getting her feet in place, keeping that ball in front of her right shoulder, swinging big to extend this set.
So Wisconsin trying to end it here, staying in system. Orzol with the tip, and Orzol puts it down for a win in set number 1 for the Badgers.
Got to be able to side out effectively, or the game's going to get away from you. So, I feel like passing is really, really important. Right now, the side out percentage for Baylor is really low. Wisconsin is at 85%.
What a block there on that left side. That's Orzol.
Back to the service line, Sydney Dowler. Bumps it over toward the side, goes a little softer with it. Dowler up in the air. They're gonna work it over to Layla Ricks in the corner, but a big time block. Mechi Paroka on the serve. Bring it back over, and Orzol. Julia Orzol, the freshman outside hitter. What a hard shot that was. So here's Sydney Dowler. Set up here, knocked down, and to the side goes Orzol, and she kills it. Bumped, set, and spiked by Orzol, and Wisconsin, the point as Maryland can't come up with it.
But to have the second highest attendance in the country for the last several years now, they sell out that arena every single time. More than 7,000 people line up to watch this team play every time they take the floor.
Church's match, and just seeing sellout 75-40 every single match.
Hilly goes for Orzol, who puts a bow on the first set with another kill. Julia Orzol, 6 kills in the opening frame.
I think that hitting percentage is going to skyrocket a little more.
Crazy to think she might be over 600 by this in the season by the time this match ends.
As that is stuffed down by Retke and Orzol.
Second. And that time Corey Hadinovich thought about a kick. And I know that Caitlin Schweihofer and a lot of coaches will never, admit moral victories are good, but you were able to win a set off of some of the top teams in this conference. That is certainly a long, big step to building a program. As Orzol back into the fray.
And this is a good passing team between McGraw, Kilkelly, and Wennis. Very good passers. They're serving tough.
There's Wennis. Yeah, maybe the best passing team Hugh McCutcheon's had this time at Minnesota. Now 10 years deep. Retke nearly had the dump down. McGraw came closing in. And Samity with the block. Orzol line and in.
But she wants to give her another opportunity to score. So a couple of big swings on the outside, but from Orzol.
Orzol and Ashburn both had a couple of aces. Now it's McDonald. This one a returnable serve for Minnesota. And Landfair ripping it at Loberg. Orzol out of the back. And that's tough to handle.
Big play out of system, a smart swing high off the hands.
Biggest jump she's made in that back row, hitting it a much higher efficiency than the spring season. From the back, Stephanie Samity and Orzol having a huge night already. Her young player, the best point scorer in college volleyball right now. Somebody's scoring, either us or the other team when she's getting a touch. And another block. That time it's Orzol and Robinson.
With Diana Brown on the serve for the Illini. Hilly sets it left side for Orzol. Getting it up in the air was Brown. Now the attack by Terry, rolls it to the back. Boyer, the dig to the front. The attack by Demps, overpass. Or that was Robinson, excuse me. Now Brown, over to Terry. Dig by Barnes. Hilly, left side, Orzol, blocked by the Illini. Swanson and Cooney there. Orzol got it over the block that time. The back set for Cooney into the Wisconsin block, playable by Brown. Cooper sets up Terry. Barnes with the dig. Hilly over to Orzol, off the net, and then off of Cooper. Point Wisconsin on our longest rally of the first set. Serve was by Ashburn. Left side attack by Nunji, the dig by Barnes. Hilly, back set Recchi off the Illinois block, back to the Wisconsin side. Orzol trying to palm it down the line there, and she does for the point. Two others receiving votes this week, Michigan and Maryland. Maryland probably going to drop out from that with two losses here this week. They lost at 5 to Penn State, and then were swept yesterday by Ohio State. Down the line, count that for Orzol. That is 10 blocks now for Illinois. The serve by Cooney. Boyer went down and got it. Hilly, Orzol, Cooper can't handle it. Point Wisconsin.
Badgers back up to a 3-point lead.
Orzol to serve. And landed in.
Well, that's the apex of the jump for a player that's 6 foot on the outside. Roll shot the other way. There's Julia Orzol, the freshman sensation.
Front row or the back row. And Iowa said they have to be good defending those 5 to 10 foot balls.
Something she can focus not solely on now, but a little bit more exclusively on now that she's not setting like last year. And Orzol at it again in set 1, her 4th kill.
So much power behind the ball. They run that one a little quicker tempo.
Ortega looking for Hansen, and she's turned away by Retke.
Really getting those hands over, working to reach really far, and finishes it off. They're digging the ball so well, they're defending so well, putting a lot of pressure from the service line like they wanted to do, limiting their offensive options. And this is the game plan that they wanted to have.
5 kills, hitting 250 in the opening set. Hannah Clayton into a wall.
Block, just a perfect job of turning that hand in, tracking, doing a good job of saying thank you and putting it down.
Oh, sizzling just inside the line for the ace. So there's the flash of the brilliance of the top spin for Julia Orzol.
You think they're gonna go out, but there's so much downward spin on them.
Clayton on the pin, turned away. Julia Orzol getting into the block party. Well, she's got the early lead for Illinois in kills, 4 of them. Again, balanced for Diana Brown. 3 for Terry, 2 for Nunji. Well, that finds the spot.
Oh, Orzol keeping this ball in play, and they're thinking it's a high roll shot.
But last week, but you see it right here. She has such a good net presence, just knows.
Max Brown, great dig by Boyer. Orzol swings down the line, it's out. Badgers wanted a touch.
Finding that rhythm, it seems like her and Hilly are connecting really well to start the second.
Barnes with the serve and Gross with the swing, kept alive by Ashburn. Robinson punches one over. Back to Sarah Franklin, dug by Boyer. Orzol blocked. Robinson keeps it alive. Back to Orzol. Into the corner, a point for Wisconsin. Great swing.
The ball has to be right in that sweet spot. That time a little behind her, hitting it long.
Johnson sets to the pin, and May Pertovsky is turned away. Badgers have strung a couple together now to go up 5-3.
Take a look at this. Look at Redke closing. Freshman for Michigan does with a great swing on the slide attack.
Brooke Humphrey with the flat-footed serve for the Wolverines. Orzol from the right side that time, plants one in front of Murray. And the Badgers back up 3 with Orzol to serve.
This is why Ulia Orzol is such a fantastic player. She's able to terminate. She sees space and just nails it right in the open area of the court.
She's got a tough serve to handle as well. Grant with a great dig, but Johnson can't get there for Michigan. And a point for Wisconsin. 5,000 assists, 1,000 digs for Hilly. She's also closing in on 300 career blocks. Jess Robinson runs the slide, and she's turned away by Recchi and Orzol on the pin.
Grunzy takes a little slap at it. Izzy Ashburn got the set off, and it was a beauty for Orzol.
That's a serious angle.
Down to the deck. Something Ohio State's used to seeing with Grunzy in practice sometimes. I'm sure Gonzalez has been there before. Wasn't ready for that one. Orzol straight down.
Walker last night against Ohio State, but see if they can get some more offense out of her.
Involved in a ton of the 19 blocks for Wisconsin. Penn State fans of all sports exhausted after 9 overtimes in football today. 30-30 in set 2. And 1 point lead for Wisconsin. Julia Orzol pumps it down. And now the lead trimmed to 4 for Penn State. Erica Pritchard blocks. Dana Redke screaming for all to hear.
Finish the thought on Wisconsin. Those 2 early matches, and even then, Kelly Sheffield was saying, I think we have to find a way to get the freshman Smrek into the lineup.
And it's on it quick, but look at those last 2 steps all the way to the ball. That's, I mean, Smrek is really like seeing this, getting her so involved.
Yeah, at 6'9" and athletic, good genes. Her dad was an NBA player with the LA Lakers, won 2 NBA titles.
Hanging in the arena. She has really been a huge contributor to this team throughout her time here as Wisconsin ends a 3-0 scoring run there.
Looking to keep it going as Wisconsin leads 3-1 very early in this 3rd set. Dotson up the slide, but it's a block. Orzol gets it done.
Knows that play, a favorite by Rousseau and Leilani Dotson.
The Badgers, but Hilly, great reaction to even pop that up.
Serve by Bush. Here comes Hilly, set to the right side. Oh, what a shot by Ojo.
She had some better swings from the right side tonight, actually, than the left.
Yeah, I had that big pounding kill on the right. Here is the setup for the left side attack. That's Jade Dump. Sotek to her right with the dig. It's near the net. It's brought back in with one hand, and it's bumped over. Here comes Wisconsin on the offensive attack. There's Ojo from the right with a rocket down the line. So for the Badgers. Goes back row. Pass goes to Bush. Right side attack. And it's blocked by Wisconsin. It got deflected all the way to the back corner and down and in. Can do some math. Here's Loberg. Powering a serve. Back row attack. Blocked by Wisconsin. Cleveland got stopped attacking from the right back. Reached double figures in every single match this season for Northwestern. Ojo shoves it to Hilly, back to Yulia, who got it to go. Cross-court clobbering kill for Ojo, 9-7. Gets it at Boyer. Hilly finds Dumps in the back row. Stop, overpass. Ojo! Get out of the way, everybody, when Yulia Ojo has a chance at an overpass. Wildcats trying to get this to a 5th set here today in Madison. Hilly. There's Ojo from the left.
Ashburn to serve again. The junior out of Dayton, Minnesota. Orzol once again for Wisconsin. Wisconsin up 8-2 early in the first set. Now in to serve for the Spartans. This time Orzol successful. Gibbs on the nicely placed serve. Orzol once again. Hilly, Robinson, nicely done there by Gibbs. Spartans will try to set it up. A couple of errant passes. Hilly, Orzol, and another great play from Gibbs. Wisconsin now control. Hilly, Orzol, and successful this time. Some back and forth volleyball after that amazing third set. Great play there from Wisconsin, and they'll keep it alive. Orzol will just send it over. Gross, blocked. Spartans will try again. Ashburn will set it up. Hilly, Orzol, and nicely dug out there. Spartans will now try. This time Robinson couldn't quite get all of her strength into that one. Hilly, Orzol, great defensive plays on both sides. This time blocked by the freshman Orzol. Tonight, 11 total kills.
First hitting error on Lonstein, 5 kills, 10 swings without 1 error. She's hitting .400. Good up by Hilly, pushed over by Demps. Orzol, another tip by Orzol. That one is down. She's playing with a torn ACL.
It's crazy.
And it is completely torn, and she's torn it 4 times. And decided this year she just wasn't going to have it fixed. Not going to have it fixed this time. I'm going to play through it, and she's just been.
Now here is one of the 2 setters for Indiana. This is Brooke Westbeld, the grad student serving back row at Wisconsin. The Badgers find Orzol with a tip up and over the block. It's down in the front row for Wisconsin's freshman from Poland.
That was nice. They've got the setter in the back row there, Westbeld. She's 6'2" and deep on the right back. Pretty hard for her to be mobile enough to get up there and get that short tip.
But just in case, like, your older brother forgets to tell you or something like that. Julia Orzol gets things going in the second set for Wisconsin. Wisconsin on a 3-point run. Marquette has led the entire set. Orzol into the donut.
Devin Robinson with 3 kills, 5 swings, and 1 hitting error. High point, left to right to start off set number 2. Here comes Wisconsin's attack to the left. Julia Orzol, bullseye, cross court. Big hit there by the sophomore. It was a 4-0 run by Wisconsin, but it's now 19-12. Getting later in the third set, the Badgers trying for a sweep. Hamill doesn't move, standing on the motion. W sets to the right, that's Demps over past Guchtekin to Hamill. To the left pin, that's Orzol. Oh, a bullet whizzing by the defense of High Point and down 20-12, and Julia got all of that one.
More power. It's nice to see. It's going to really pay off in Big Ten play.
Ashburn in setting again, which means she has her favorite targets in. And that's why we're seeing the game go quite a bit. Can't just be one side. Emily, what has been the difference for Wisconsin?
Passers left or right. It's Orzol, Franklin, and Guchtekin. It goes at Gigi. Pulled away from the net is Hamill. Setting to the left side. Into the block, that's Orzol. Push back and covered. Wisconsin tries Julia again, and this time she'll hammer one cross court for the Badgers. Kill.
Really good play by Orzol. Get blocked on the first one. Hustle off the net. Come in for your
4-point Badger lead again off the top of the tape. Sliding in and diving in is Gigi on serve receive. Over to the left side, and there's Orzol tipping it up and over the block inside the 10-foot line.
There's Elise McGee with the service from Minnesota. Back out to Orzol, and she wins it this time. Got it inside the block of Winnis.
And then also on the next Sheffield staff.
Here's the slide attack. Collins got roofed. Crawford and Osho over on that left side.
That was all Ojo in that one. And she got up there in just the right press and timing. Fantastic by all three of the Badgers getting over the net.
This could be a very good defensive team this season. The Badgers. Gutekin has the serve in system to Burbage. She stopped. Another Bucky block. 5-1 Wisconsin.
Got stuck in the middle a little bit. But sometimes when you're alone, you do.
14-11 the lead for Illinois. Third set. Winner of this one goes up 2-1 in the match. Brown standing near center court. Back set to the right. Burbage got denied. It goes at Gutekin. Falling backwards, sending the pass up front. Left side, Osho. Open hand, off speed, down to the back row. And it is a 15-15 score in the third.
Gosnell has mostly been a back three rotational player, playing defense as a sub. Off the overpass, Gosnell again. And out of the back, Sarah Franklin. Dug by Sarame, the libero for Indiana. Ashburn up at the 10-foot line. Sarame another dig. And Gray Gosnell turned away. Danielle Hart with the first score of the night for the Badgers. In Crawford's rotations in the front row, Wisconsin has not set her a lot. A little under a kill per set. And they get her going early tonight as Julia Orzol goes down the line. Now, you do not want an overpass going Devin Robinson's way if you're Indiana.
Just curled up in a ball. He didn't even try to get out of the way.
That was the old tornado drill in grade school. Hands over the head. On a block. It's Julia Orzol and Danielle Hart.
Up front, her timing has been amazing this entire match, and even when she's not there in time.
Maddie Skimmerhorn with a quiet crowd now. And Danielle Hart to Skimmerhorn, overpass. And Orzol with the tip, and it's down.
We saw Franklin do that with her first attack. She wasn't able to fully take a big rip, but then it came back and she did it the second time.
And Clayton around in the slide, turned away. Julia Orzol rejects her.
Good job mirroring the slide attack and getting her hands pressed over. When you're blocking the slide, you really try to be in sync with that opposite. Purdue's defense can't really just rely on going to a certain spot because she's dropping it short, she's swinging high into the hands, she's getting her cut shots involved.
And Orzol drops that in for an ace.
As an attacker, there's not a ton you can do about that kind of set with that kind of block in front of you.
And this place is loud. You can hear the sound of that.
Yes.
That's hard to do.
The block party for Purdue was not very loud that time.
And Julia Orzol brings up set point for the Badgers.
Gutekin to serve. Urquhart comes back to the right side to her, dug by Gutekin. Back row. Orzol with the kill from the back row. Tessier goes cross. Franklin takes it. Ball's tight, one hands it back. Comes onto the Hawkeye side. Hinkle, Tessier behind her to Anna Banjo. Hits it right into the Orzol block. Crawford was late, maybe had the seam and instead went down the line and got blocked.
Yep, Orzol was there on the line. That's awesome.
Tessier serves it over. Orzol, good pass. Goes back outside to her. Hits it over the block, catches the back line. This is the way they ran offense, so they just stayed in their position. Jones, good flat serve. This one's off the net. Ball goes outside to Orzol. High off the hands, dug up. Ortega outside. Vanderwide has to tip it off the block, dug by Hamill. Gigi goes behind her to Orzol. It's tight, left-handed tip. Overrun by Vanderwide.
There's the back row attack. We're going to get used to seeing a lot of that because Wisconsin has added that to their attack more and more. Good serve again from Wisconsin. Puts Michigan out of system. Orzol floats in the air and gets the kill.
She set herself up for by hitting hard to start.
Has been impressive to watch.
And it looks like she's having fun. If you can see from her energy when we do those close-ups. Light, having fun playing.
How could you not have fun in this atmosphere? Hang on, wait a minute. Let me take that back. Since you played for Minnesota, I'm going to guess you didn't have a lot of fun in this atmosphere in your playing days.
Well, it's
But maybe
fun
you
no
did,
matter
actually.
where you play. Yes, it is. It's fun to have such a packed house and people who love to watch volleyball, that's for sure.
You love to quiet down those crowds on the road. Long rally here. It continues. Orzol again.
Well, Michigan is getting chances, as you mentioned, a long rally, but they need to put the ball away.
Blocked. Saved by Wisconsin. Back row attack for Michigan. Demps with the dig. Orzol, they call it in.
For a huge block.
Smrek there as well for the Badgers. Setter looked for the point. Set point number 2. Orzol from the back row. Set 2 goes to Wisconsin. Wisconsin has doubled up Michigan in blocks. Michigan had 4 blocks in that first set. A lot came late in that first set to force extra points in set 1. Wisconsin will add to their total. That one drops in, and the Badgers are in front.
Decision for the middle referee to make that call when 2 flags people are making separate decisions.
And the loft from Orzol finds the floor. Dominant for Wisconsin.
Great play by Orzol.
Some miscommunication up front there from Michigan State. Will give Orzol another chance, who finds the floor once again. Yulia Orzol now.
Great play by Wisconsin, but Salen Aslian just overthought it a little bit. You can't really make that mistake, but it really costed her. Now Wisconsin have it back.
Orzol from the back row and terminates that one. Yulia Orzol. Orzol just
Yulia Orzol. National champion as a beach volleyball player at USC twice.
Second set point, Wisconsin. Yulia Orzol down the line, set 2 to Wisconsin, and we will at least play 4 sets in Ann Arbor today. Wisconsin hitting 600 in this set. Boney, and the block does it. Wisconsin with the win.
They certainly did. Wisconsin hit 600 in that 4 set. Look at the block there by Orzol.
Madison will always take a big crack at it. Left hand, again, going back to early connection. MJ Hamill to Orzol. Death by 1,000 paper cuts, all tips in that rally.
So MJ Hamlin now for the Badgers. She will run the back half of that 6-2, setting out of the back row for Wisconsin. Power right into the block, and there is Caroline Crawford.
Knowing that Illinois is going to use this back row set all the time, and they get...
Orzol gets it back. A good shot by Orzol. Just a little pace ball over the top of the block.
And now Madison Chitty, the libero, back to serve. Has the stationary serve. And a huge kill. Yulia Orzol back at it again.
Serving for Maryland, Aaron Engel. And a big cross-court finish.
Smrek on the season, 72 blocks. That time Rutgers was looking for the freshman Lexi Vizentine. And a nice touch over the top that time from Yulia Orzol, the sophomore. Her sophomore campaign, second on the team in kills. And then last year, finally got to the pinnacle of the national title.
Right, and that just shows very experienced team, and especially with an experienced coach at the top of it there. He knows how to run his team. He does a great job at.
And Smrek with another big rejection. That was all Yulia Orzol. That Kelly Sheffield, 9 straight Sweet 16 or better appearances in the tournament. That time, Tina Grkovic, not sure if it made it over. Either way, it comes back. It's 8 in a row for Wisconsin. Kinkella, blocked.
Do you want to do it again? You want to be successful on that exact swing, but smart play and really considerate of everyone else. She knew that that was the way that she could get a point.
Here's Orzol. Off the tape and down for an ace. Only the second ace of the match for Wisconsin. They got some help there.
The offense really spread out right now in this first set. 5-0 scoring run for the Badgers. Back. Block. Markley again, blocked. Demps and Hart forming a wall. And power to the outside. Just such a fireball out there. And you can see, look at her foot speed to get all the way outside and then gets her feet to the ball. Supporting, she can see the silent sign shirt she's wearing. Redirection. Elisaya to Weatherington. Heavy arms, but Orzol making sure that block stays in. Sheffield scouting that Williams has a difficult time when a ball is passed from a certain area of the court, and they're exploiting that right now. Orzol, tight ball, ends up carving the turkey the week before Thanksgiving. Orzol serve. Hits inside that back line, just the bottom dropped out. Now, at this point in the 5th set, has 3 passers back. They're going to exploit the matchup with Elisaya again. Cash Williams, rejected by Wisconsin's block. The Badgers. Just getting it done at the most critical time, and everybody all smiles. Batenhorst serve to the center. Goochtikin, no problem. Batenhorst trying to reach for that. Again, Orzol finding the coping corner.
Because you have your left back playing a bigger cross-court shot and that outside typically getting around the block. So that corner you see right between the 2 defenders.
Sarah Franklin behind the service line will still be a big part of the Badgers' offense. Open, and Franklin steps right into the hole. Wow, the Libros on both sides making some huge plays. And Jay Hamill goes outside to Orzol to settle the score. Franklin serve. To Rodriguez, trouble.
Foot line on the sideline.
Set point. Done. Nebraska.
Picked up their play. And it's a block to seal it up. Just out defensing Nebraska. Wisconsin up 2-1 as we head to set 3.
Cubic is a Hoover picking everything up. One-on-one opportunity, not enough. Orzol all over it.
Her middle is nowhere to be found, so she dives her hands back into the court to seal up the shot that Krause wants to hit. That is a big block from the soft.
Flip a switch and get her offense rolling.
Pedraza, a little low running foul in the middle.
Uchtikin sliding over to start things. Battle for Hart at the net. Big save from Ashburn coming in. Powell and Hart with a little duel. More creative play to get it around the block. Londot into the heart of the Badger block. Their 9th of the match there.
They came ready to play. A long extended rally, but then you see Orzol.
Better in transition maybe and being able to be creative in tough situations. Orzol denied at the net. Popped over by Franklin. And now Franklin down in the back. Uchtikin to the rescue. Orzol off the block. Pedraza back for Londot. Excellent position on the Wisconsin block. And Badgers have been in scramble mode for about a minute and still in this point. Orzol. Pedraza can't save it, and maybe that says everything about Wisconsin volleyball in 2022.
Has been outstanding, and in this rally, wow, just going hard for balls, keeping the ball alive. And then this is, defense is an attitude, and it's an attitude of...
You got all the dance moves all worked out by November, right?
You do. You know your role.
Orzol. Oh.
Fantastic today. This serve so perfectly placed over the shoulder of these passers, but dropping it.
Orzol, perfect timing and finding the spot.
That's in for Yulia Orzol, an ace for the Badger libero.
The ball is going to go all the way out, but then it just happens to drop. It's so awesome. And
that is the sealer with an ace for Yulia Orzol. Now officially 18 straight set wins, 23 consecutive Big Ten wins. Yulia Orzol with the sealer on the service ace for Wisconsin.
Maybe not worth it right now.
So Yulia Orzol straight down on the ace.
Is 6-7. That alone just gives Brian a little bit of trouble out there.
And a service ace courtesy of Yulia Orzol. Here's Dowler. Overpass, Orzol. Perfect precision. Ashburn holds the school record for service aces. Here's her serve. In system is Wisconsin. And a bullet. Wisconsin's been in control, but Maryland is making them work for it more in this second set. Orzol finds the vacant spot.
Allen trying to adjust to that set, and Orzol shutting the door.
With that tiebreaker taking the season series. Ashburn gets it into play in set 2. And Wisconsin starting off with the denial of Lourdes Myers. And Devin Robinson still hitting negative at this point. She's been able to pick up some of the slack. And a Woolard as that turned back.
I try to boost up that confidence a little bit more. Give them another chance.
Ace! That's a couple Nebraska has watched fall, and they are painting some corners.
But halfway across the country in this event is Yulia Orzol.
And Devin Robinson taking advantage that time. Now Lola Schumacher on the service line. Johnson sets opposite into the block. Welcome back, Yulia Orzol. Johnson trying to go the other way.
Putting too much of the load on Sarah Franklin. Her total attempts are almost doubling Devin Robinson's in second.
Furbringer to Orzol, point Wisconsin. Sarah Franklin continuing the service run. Johnson bump set over for Gertz. Blocked, kept alive. Furbringer. Looks for Schumacher. Going to be a tough play for Orzol. Into the back row. Point Wisconsin.
When you
might be overshooting attackers, and that's what she did there with Orzol a little bit. But Orzol with a great decision for the kill.
There's Booth blocking it. Fody down to the floor for Marquette. Orzol takes the swing and scores it.
Fantastic out-of-system set there by Golcha. Be inside and watch some volleyball. That's exactly what they want to do.
The highest attended regular season match this season with all those factors because of the passion of the people in this state. Here's Franklin out of the back.
Top spin serve coming in. Heats up Schumacher just a little bit. Franklin still gets one out of the back. Off speed, sent back though. Devin Robinson gets the first block of the match.
Right there, it shows why Devin Robinson is leading this team with blocks. Great judgment there to get that.
Nothing run for the Badgers. And they've been really going after Butler and serve receive. And Orzol throws it down.
By Orzol to push that right over where nobody is and just gets that great contact on the ball.
Made a really funny joke about, man, I wish I could just get a stretch machine and just make all my players an inch or two taller. But even 6-foot Yulia Orzol making them pay.
Underneath. And Perkins really leading this team at the service line. Orzol with the answer, though. Wisconsin up 6 early, withstood a run by the Aggies. But they are feisty here in this first set. Looking cross court to Orzol, and she finds the spot on the floor.
What a shot from Yulia Orzol. In the back corner, pushes it all the way out. Orzol can't even see the block in front of her, but manages to get right through it with that heavy arm.
Kills per set, 4.63. Not slowing down. Orzol, what a powerful swing.
Over on that side, I love it.
Big block for the Badgers.
This match, all of a sudden the Badgers have a 3-point edge late in set 3, trying to close it up with the sweep. Watching it unfold and getting those hands over fast.
Julia Hansen, a breakout season for the junior from Minnesota, springy. Great way to describe her offensively and defensively. Hansen right into the block, but a point for Wisconsin defending at the net. Schaffmaster gets it into play, one of the best servers on this really strong serving team, but the pancake keeps it up for the Gophers. The bump set for Bobbitt, looking for Grote. Back row, Franklin, what a blast, and again dug in the back row. Grote is stuffed. What a play by Cece Crawford.
Schaffmaster sliding in on it. And then again, Franklin taking a big rip, but it's this out-of-system block to start, working so well side to side.
Feels like not enough made of Schaffmaster and her defense. 6 double-doubles this season. She can rack up those digs. Bringer looks to Orzol, and what a blast. Trying to tie this up here in the second set, and she does.
Like you see those push-ups, they do that when they're counting. Aces on their side, already up to 5 of them.
Set to Grote, and Robinson had something to say about that.
This is the part of the Northwestern rotation that is pretty unique. Lauren Carter comes in to set and serve in the 6-2, and Alexa Rousseau up as the right side. Through the middle, Booth. The quick set for Furbringer pays off. And Kelly Sheffield, and he went over to tell something to Tim Nolan, it looked like, and the rest of Northwestern coaching staff. It's figured out. Rousseau for Reed, blocked. Orzol combining with Booth.
She's back set a number of times toward this right end. Yulia Orzol, Carter Booth.
But twice as many service errors, trying to use that green light mentality to go for things when it calls for it, leads to another overpass. But Wisconsin there up front defensively. This is 4 serve errors on the night for the Scarlet Knights. Morellis looking for Kinkilla right into the block of Wisconsin.
Match 14 for the undefeated Huskies. Orzol gets a look, 1-on-none, and she is terminal.
Since moving back to outside hitter mainly this year, she has been a key piece of this Badger attack, doing very, very well this year.
Near overpass, kept off the net for the moment. Booth, middle, nice dig though in the back. Will miss, Franklin got it up. Good back row defense being played by both sides here. But the Badger block is inevitable right now. Booth picks up another.
They were just on the defense that entire point, and eventually Wisconsin finishing off the job with Orzol.
Good serve, that causes an overpass. It's a free ball for Maryland. Bryant, turned back by the Badger block at first. That's getting real close. And a full rejection. How about a solo block for Yulia Orzol?
Terrapins got what they wanted.
Here's Franklin to serve now for Wisconsin. Good serve. Wagner goes short. Orzol is there. Smrek. Good block touch. Wisconsin's out of system. It's Smrek again. And Orzol taps it down. That was an overdig, and Yulia Orzol put it away. He was on the right now for the Cats. Float serve here. There is the swing from Russo and the rejection from the Badgers. Devin Robinson to serve here for Wisconsin. Laser there from Schumacher. Big swing from Wagner is dug by Orzol. From Franklin, nice dig by Russo. At the net's a joust. That is not a good bump set, and Orzol trying to just toss it back over. The second try this time is better from Navarrete. She gets a third look at it here. That one's pretty good also. And a good gig by Guchtikin. Now Orzol back row.
Getting better at anticipating those swings and everything to get those service aces heightened as well.
Franklin looking for an assist here. Orzol one more time down the line.
Badgers are ready for it. We'll see if she switches things up here. Morris gets the dig. Blocked. Orzol gets her hands to it.
Kills. We've seen her with some really good digs, and now coming up with the block. Yulia Orzol's been all over the floor to start the match tonight.
It wasn't the best set for Glover. She had to just...
She knows what it's like to play in the field house.
Great tip there from Orzol. Wow, it just goes untouched and in front of the 10-foot line. That was amazing. Back to serve again. Has been incredible on defense tonight. What a block! C.C. Crawford. Wisconsin 15, Oregon at the net, which is not very common as Booth and Smrek are both out. Guchtikin with a great dig. Collier tries again. Tight at the net. Free ball for the Badgers. Yulia Orzol paints the back line.
Blockers, that is key right there. Open space for CC. She's going to nail it.
Kelly Sheffield has said repeatedly she's playing the best of her career, and this is a perfect three-point sequence. And more chances if you're in Madison to help Wisconsin move up the blood drive leaderboard this Tuesday. And Wisconsin just took a timeout. Michigan running. They've cut it to 3 in this third set. Block put up. Boney running down the net again. And it's Booth shutting that swing down from Demetrician.
It was kind of an ugly, scrappy play all around, and then it's easily read. You know the ball's
the tallest player you ever set.
Ooh. Back in the day, if you were 6'1", you were tall. So I didn't have these kind of physical hitters.
So 6'9" would have
oh boy. That would have been fun.
Would have been interesting. And that is blocked from Jacobs.
Let's take a look at this. There was a little miscall by the line official, but that was clearly in.
In gold, 1 of 10 with 2 errors. Colvin is stopped. Orzol with a stuff.
So dialed in defensively, the way they're working together.
And Guchtikin lets it fly. That was a bad pass by Harper Murray. Nebraska out of system. They offer a free ball. Furbringer sets Franklin from the back row. Overpass. Badgers another crack at it. Orzol cross-court kill.
She's got so much finesse. Works so hard to get off the net, and even with that good
Andy Jackson blocked
to run it, but Orzol has done a really nice job setting up these blocks, doing the
Guchtikin has been Wisconsin's best server tonight. She took something off it. Jackson hammers that ball, but off the block.
And how about this read? Julia Orzol again up front, mirroring the slide perfect. It's a heck of a slice.
Murray, the block was ready and waiting. Guchtikin with the pancake save. Trouble for Nebraska. Furbringer sets up shop. Crawford blocked. Guchtikin wears it again. Orzol off the high hands. Riley, Jackson, dug again by Guchtikin. Orzol down the line. That's in.
They were somewhat of a package deal coming here to Illinois as Schumacher on the serve receive. And Orzol picks up the kill to make it 15-14.
Sarah Franklin serving into the sea of swimmers.
Barely kept up. Nice dig from Franklin alternatively. And slammed in the corner by Julia Orzol.
Targeting Schumacher. Should be a good chance for Penn State. Anna into the cross court. That's ripped right on the end line. Good pass by Merzick. Schumacher again. Orzol down the line.
Julia Orzol, beautiful transition swing. She identified. Here's the control defensively, and then Orzol coming inside. The blocker steps. She had negative numbers last week against Nebraska. They want to put her in good positions to score.
That ball is set too low. Good save that time. Perfect center field defense right again to the hot hand. Jaravicius taking a crack at it and gets stuck.
Not even have to move. She was standing there and gets long at the net. Nice press. And when your offense runs through a player like Jess Merzick, 31%, that's a big reliance, and none of the other players have been able to find answers either. So it's a lot due to Wisconsin and their defense. They are swarming defensively and in really good spots today.
Charlie Furbringer taking her first of what will become many Setter of the Week awards in the Big Ten Conference. Sarah Franklin, the co-player of the week in the Big Ten. Batenhorst is blocked.
At the pin and then bunch blocking. Look at them bunch into the middle.
Oh, Reiser there again. Good serving by Wisconsin. Smrek one-on-one. Good block touch that time on the outside by Livings. Seems to be okay after taking a really tough shot to the face. Orzol, good sound effects by Julia Orzol.
Such a good job for Wisconsin establishing the middle. Watch this free ball. Carter Booth drives.
A rare mispass by Franklin, slaps her thighs. Favor Anyanwu on the floor now. That's one of the changes that Brad Keller said we could look for. Anyanwu again, and she's blocked. Wisconsin won the opening set 25-18 and then 25-19. And consistent pressure on Batenhorst. Good swing out of the backcourt. Orzol with a jump bump. And the jump bump kill.
That cannot go down.
No, absolutely not.
Former beach player at Stanford, Kate Riley, serves it up. That is smashed. Yulia Orzol for Wisconsin defensively, even though they're one of the top opponent hitting percentage teams in the league. Down the line, it's thrown down by Yulia Orzol. Joy Ume taking a swing. Orzol.
Solo block on the left side. This was a player who was a libero last year, but she's got a hit.
Another point for the Badgers, bringing them within 2 against Minnesota. Forcing such a low good pass percentage against opponents leading the Big Ten. Orzol finds the exact right spot and puts it down.
Back to the middle to get the ball. That draws the block in and opens things up when you go over the middle.
Starts at the service line. Here's Polabiuk. Orzol flips it over, places it perfectly.
And Anna Srecken, she has not been afraid all night long.
Melissa Minity off the slide. Hansen again will unload, dug by Franklin. Orzol gets another crack at it and slices cross court. She is so creative and makes it happen.
In the first matchup between these two, Nebraska does not triple a lot, but they're willing to do it on Franklin, and a big block on the left side. Cece is there.
And up well, mirroring the slide, meaning she's making the same movements that slide attacker is making.
52. What an up by Choboy again. Recycled, good job. Back row, rolled in. Good up by Tamra. Back row, Harper Murray. Great up by Miley Chan. And the bump kill for the Badgers. How about that?
Just a miscommunication on Nebraska's side. Wisconsin sends over a free ball. This is a play that you have to call off.
And it is again. That is 9 blocks now.
Just trying to do what Ohio State did, or what Wisconsin did in the opening set. Come from behind late. This is a 7-point lead, though, for Wisconsin, and it grows with Orzol. A block, Crawford up at the net. They'll have to fend off multiple match points to win it in 5. On match point 2, it's Franklin. Raider with the set for Londontina. Badgers win it in 5.
Few matches with an injury. Willa Schumacher was out for 4 as well, and Sage Damrow holding on to that spot until Schumacher is fully healthy.
Orzol was fantastic in set 2. Furbringer goes right back to her, and she puts it down with force.